Okay. I don't even know if it came on. I wondered if the sometimes when I add a description, it doesn't even show up on there, and I have to edit the title after the fact. Anyway, you guys, I have all these stories that I have been sitting on like gold mines because I never really realized what was going on. And if you guys have been paying attention, you notice that I am really into manifesting lately. Um, and it's funny because it's something that we all do, but we don't recognize it. We don't always recognize it. So, um, I've been trying to kind of like warm you guys up to it a little bit. Those of you who love the Bible, especially the scripture at Hebrews 11:1 that talks about faith. It's the assured expectation of realities that are not yet beheld, but you know that they're coming. And that's what we do when we pray. We put faith in our prayers. And I had this other realization today during a healing. I realized that um, because I'm always like, my prayers are so intense. My prayers are like, I literally pour out my heart telling Jehovah God how much I love him. And it's like I just like I give my all to express how deep my and heartfelt my love is and how thankful and grateful I am, right? And then so I always get these responses back where it's like I want you to feel like that about yourself. I need you to feel that way about yourself. So today the thought that came to mind was that your kids, when your kids tell you how much they appreciate you, or if they give thanks for something, y'all, this look at that bump. That's that's one of those third eye activation things popping out. But anyway, when your kids give you thanks, they are so grateful, and you feel their gratitude, and it warms your heart, and it makes you want to do whatever, whenever for your children. And you always love doing things for your kids, and you would give them the world if you could, which is what you are doing when you're giving them your world, right? You're giving them your world. So when I when I was pouring out my heart in prayer, I recognized that that's what we all need to focus on. And um, I felt like inspired. I felt inspired. I felt like it was meant for me to relay this message to you guys. Show your gratefulness, show your thankfulness, and then all the other things that you want and need will come easier to you because you've shown gratefulness and you've shown and given praise, you know. So you want to wake up every morning grateful and thankful, and you want to acknowledge that in prayer or in meditation or whatever it is that you do. All right, so manifesting. All right, I literally play a scene in my mind. Hey, Jarian, I literally play a scene in my mind to manifest. Jarian, have you ever done that? So I didn't recognize that I had manifested seeing myself on the beach this summer. And it happened, I can't tell you how many times it happened. Not one trip, but two trips to Chicago where you have, tell your story too, please. If you don't mind, I would love for you to tell your story too. So I would always picture myself in my mind when I was meditating. I always pictured myself in my mind standing on a beach with the sun beaming down and just looking at the water, looking over the water. And I kept doing that. I kept imagining that. I didn't do anything else but imagine it, you guys. That's it. I didn't do anything else. I just imagined it over and over and over. And I've been imagining it during the course of these classes that I'm taking, which are helping me with things like manifesting and concentration and how to do it properly, right? So, I didn't even realize that that was something that I had envisioned and that it actually came true both times when I went to Chicago in Lake Michigan. So, and the lesson that I got from that is if you want something, the universe wants to give it to you. All you have to do is state that you want it and live in the feeling of having it, like I did when I kept daydreaming about it. And the universe showed me that I could have more of this if I just do it the way I was taught. Thursday, you needed a ride home. You thought someone would pick you up, and someone did because it would have been a long walk. That is so amazing, Jarian. And I have some more stories too. Like all these little manifestations build up because oh, and here's what I was about to say. When the universe wants to give you something, it will show you and give you a taste. And it gives you a taste of what you want so that you can actually learn how to imagine it. Hi, Brian. I hope that this is something that helps you to kind of, see where I'm at. You know what I mean? So like, okay, I got to repeat that, you guys. The universe wants to give you what you want. And the way it does that is it will give you a little taste of what it is you've asked for so that you will have assistance, so that it will aid you in living in that feeling. Sometimes you don't even know what it feels like to have what it is that you want. But when you don't know what it feels like and you ask the universe for that help, it will deliver. So, me manifesting myself on a beach with the sun beaming down and all of that, all of those things, it's just a preview of some of the other things that I've been manifesting, and I know that they are on the way. It's only a preview. And all I have to do is keep using my imagination and living in the feeling. So I've been watching a lot of Abraham Hicks, and I try and I try and I try and I post some of the more significant videos for you guys so that you can learn from them because the information is on YouTube, and if you watch it, it will help you. If you are influenced by other things that make you feel that it's some type of sorcery or something wicked or something that is not of God, then it's not going to work for you. But I'm here to tell you that I don't dabble in anything wicked. I've never been into anything spiritistic or demonic. And now that I have followed my true purpose, something that I've been asking for from God, and I'm manifesting all these things. So here's the other thing that happens, you guys. So there was an incident that happened with my car yesterday. The boy's dad was using my car and he had an incident. I'm so glad he was okay. He wasn't hurt. The car got damaged. And so when he woke me up at like 5 something in the morning to tell me about it, at first I started to worry and I'm like, oh no, I need my car. So then, and there's more to this story, but I'm saving it for my book. Okay, so there is what I started to do immediately was I started manifesting. Immediately. I closed my eyes, I prayed, and I started manifesting that I needed State Farm to completely take care of this for me so that I didn't have to worry or stress. And also that I get a rental car that would be like, completely full size and comfortable, which I'm like in right now. And despite some of the things that I thought would, hold me back, and like I said, I'll put detail. I'll add details in another form. However, um, I was like, I'm manifesting that things will work out. The car will get fixed. I won't have to lift a finger. And sure enough, the boy's dad got this. This is like a Volkswagen Passat, completely full size. Something that I'm comfortable in, that I don't have to downgrade from my car, and then um and State Farm. Oh, my car is at the shop, not having to lift a finger, you know, and nothing to worry about. But like when you imagine things, and that's what I did, I imagined it. When you imagine things, that is the start. That's the start. You have to imagine it. You have to, again, Hebrews 11:1, 111. You have to put faith in it, and then you have to let go and let God, or let go, let the universe, or whatever it is that you want to call it, let go. Let go. Let it go. Imagine it, pray for it, ask for it, in faith, and let go. And then just like, just watch what happens. Just watch the universe bless you, you guys. Um, so like I said, I manifested myself on the beach, and it's tripped out, because like those trips to Chicago really, they helped me to live in the feeling and imagine the things that I'm manifesting for my future. So those trips were like all expense paid. I didn't have to lift a finger. I didn't have to do anything. I mean, it was just so beautiful, the love that the universe shows you. And that when you have your needs and your desires met, because the universe is showing me that I'm on the correct path to living out my life purpose, and that these are the things that I am going to be doing. My goal was to travel the entire world, not necessarily just for leisure, but I want to enjoy traveling the world. Excuse me. they they always say that like this energy releases every time you are like channeling and stuff. So anyway, to travel the world, but to be helping people and working the entire, well, not the entire time, but the majority of the time, like I do now. Like, in other words, my life is where I am spending time giving of myself because I love you guys so much. So, like, I literally give, I give. I give of myself, and I do it um, unconditionally, because I was created to do this. Like, how could anybody be the way that people like us are when we're empaths, and when we, you know, people sometimes look at us like, oh, you just, you allow people to take advantage of you. You do so much. I had a person tell me that you don't have to take on the world. You don't have to take everything on your shoulders. I'm like, you don't understand what I was created for. So anyway, like literally, like guys, when we have these qualities, we have them for a reason. And it's not because for, you to get taken advantage of or anything like that. It's because you are going to be used by God, by the universe, by whomever, to make sure that the world has what it needs, especially the world around you. And if you are willing to volunteer to do more on a grand scale, then it shall be given you. And like I said, all along the way, you're going to receive little tastes of how good it feels to live out your purpose, so that you can continue to imagine without um, guessing, or without wondering if this is what it feels like, because the key is actually living in the feeling, in the emotions of what it feels like to have it. Yes, being an empath can hurt so much, Jarian, and I, especially in times past, I have felt it. But yeah, even now, because I'm like one of those empaths with mirror touch synesthesia. that's one of the labels that I put on it. So with synesthesia, you have these extra senses, and you can tell, with mirror touch, you can feel what another person feels. When you see them experience it, or you hear of them experiencing it, you literally feel it in your own body. And it's what makes me a good healer, because I know where a person is hurting. I understand where they're hurting and how it feels when they tell me, or if they show me, or sometimes I don't even have to be told. But it's crazy, because these are things that, gifts that we've all been blessed with, and some of us quiet them down, and some of us have different types of gifts, but anyway, I had to tell you guys how I've been manifesting, and I hope this helps, and I hope that you watch some Abraham Hicks videos. And another person to watch is anything dealing with Neville Goddard. Neville Goddard. You think that happens to you, Brian? As far as like being an empath, right? Like so many of us are, and people, we really aren't taught those things. And I noticed that religion is big business, and it kind of keeps people um, away from knowing who they truly are and exactly what they're truly capable of. I'm not going to say that I regret being raised in religion, because it taught me, it helped groom me along the way when it came to the love that was created within me, that I have been having ever since I could remember. Because as a very small girl, I was dreaming about angels, one on either side of me. I'm like, what the heck is this? Like, am I the tree of life? Like, what's going on? So anyway, I'm gonna be writing about all of that, you guys. So you feel people's emotions in you. Yep, that's what it means. It means that you are an empath. And just Google it. It's EMPATH. It's a whole other level of empathy. And we're created that way. Most moms, well, all moms have it when their baby cries, and it's what leads them to go and help and assist the baby when the baby cries. Anybody in the family, usually, when they hear a baby cry, they get that empath switch turned on. Keisha, you're trying to understand that you're an empath, and it gets overwhelming. It can be very overwhelming, Keisha. And the way that you kind of dispense some of those emotional reactions is by, um, like drinking a lot of water, exercising, anything that is construed as a detox. And it could be moving about, it could be dancing, um, anything that, allows you to kind of like let go of those emotions, just shake it up, shake it up. Um, Going outside for a walk, allowing nature. So here's why nature works. When you go outside, you're now being an empath outside. So you've been an empath around everybody else, Keisha. You've been an empath around people, soaking up their thoughts, feelings, and emotions. But if you go outside, guess what you're going to soak up? You're going to soak up nature. And now you get to soak up nature's um, essence and aura, which is why I'm headed to the beach. That's where I'm going. Just reading a message. Gosh, you guys have no idea how much I love these messages that I receive. And when people reach out to me for help, I answer. You guys, if you inbox me, I answer messages regarding help, because that's how much I love what I do, and I love you guys so deeply. You're so welcome, Queen Keisha. You're so welcome. Oh, I'm so glad you needed to hear it, because that's why I'm here. Let me see, Jerry, and you said I just got done detoxing. I went for a long walk and I'm sweating. Good, because Jarian, that's what's gonna help you. And I see you, Jarian. I be seeing your posts, and that type of stuff is what's gonna help you, because you don't want to hold that stuff in when people get at you. And I'm glad that you detox it by posting it, and you help others understand their path and where they're going. Um, and then there will these things like going for walks, that's what's going to help reset your energy. It resets your energy. So, that's why I'm here. And I was just talking to someone earlier about how, we as humans, we all have things that we go through. Um, and sometimes people, like I've been seeing a lot lately, and this is something that the person mentioned today too. I've been seeing a lot of posts lately about how people, um, they make their life look good on social network, but like really they hide the problems. Some people do, maybe they need to. But also too, the other thing is that those who kind of do it intentionally, like I do, I know that a lot of people come to my page to be uplifted, and I don't want to do anything that makes them think that, oh, well, it must not be working for her today. But I am human, and I do have things that happen, like that little car accident. Like that was enough to make me think, oh man, like what am I gonna do? It starts to make you question things, and it seeps over into other little, your mind starts racing about like a little domino effect about how not having a car, how am I gonna get groceries? How am I, like all kinds of stuff, that I can't mention. But anyways, we all have problems, but sometimes, we just try to take them to the right people who will help build us up and encourage us, not anyone who's going to sulk with us or, bring us down deeper in the dumps. Sorry, let me remove that message. Um, and and also we want to start remembering that we can go within and, pray and meditate, take some deep breaths, and take some time to focus on the things that you do want. Because sometimes when I'm not going to say sometimes, and the only reason why it came out like that is because sometimes we trip ourselves up when it comes to um, manifesting. But just living in the moment, living in the feeling and the emotions, um, that will take you to higher levels of vibrations where you won't worry so much about the things that are, that can potentially pull you down, like other people. But like I said too, like we serve a very significant purpose in this world, you guys. And when people are attracted to you with those energies, ugh, see, there goes that it's so funny. One of my teachers, she does, she like lets it out, man. It'd be so funny, and she's so cute, so adorable. Like she just like burps, and she's like, "Oh, there's the energy." But anyway, when you're inspired, it clears energy. That's so crazy. Like this stuff is scientific. It is not, all woo woo. But anyway, yeah, we're created for that purpose. So I just hope that this helps, quite a few of you. And Keisha, I'm glad it helped you today. And keep pushing, girl. Keep pushing, because you're not going through it for in vain. You're not going through it, for no reason at all. You're experiencing it so that you can get the hang of it, because the universe is talking to you. So, if there's anything I can do, you just let me know. Anybody who has questions, let me know. I can tell you how I'm getting through all this. Of course, I'm taking classes, but I can share certain things with you guys. And those YouTube videos, if you start there, it helps a lot. Abraham Hicks and Neville Goddard, anything with Neville Goddard. I'm not going to necessarily recommend a certain channel, even though I do like Joseph Rodriguez, because I love science. He's very scientific. And Yeah. So, but there's a lot of other channels because not everybody's going to really resonate with Joseph Rodriguez because he's very monotone and he could lose you. And usually I'm that type of person. I need somebody to be a little active like me. And he's not that. But the information is so good that I hang on every word. It doesn't matter that he's monotone. Yep, being outside is 10 times better. It helps. Being inside is stagnant energy inside the home. Inside the four walls is stagnant energy. So, anyways, guys, I love you so much, and I hope that you guys are enjoying your Sunday. All right, take care.